So who am I speaking with?
Hi, I'm Andy Abramson from Comunicano. I also write a lot about voice, video, collaboration, and all things tech, and sometimes you hear me on kenradio.com.
I'm very familiar with all of the above, and what I'm intrigued by is we were talking a little bit about E911, and you were proposing a new solution or a new service of E911.
Well, it's not actually me, David. It's actually the FCC and a lot of other organizations. They're saying that we should move beyond simply voice and start adding things like text, location-based services, as well as video to E911, which I actually think is rather compelling.
You know, that's actually a really good point. I don't know if you know the story in Reno. There was this horrible disaster of an airplane crash during an air show, and the number of videos that they had of it, because people were there to see a show of the actual crash, was astounding. That's information that could have been sent in to an E911 service.
So you're talking about a lot of the YouTube videos and the Vimeo videos that are shot with, camera phones, smartphones, and cameras that then get uploaded almost instantly. Well, what I'm talking about is you pick up the phone, I got my iPhone, and you call E911 and you quickly just show the dispatcher what's going on. And now they've got a real-time view of what's happening at the crime scene or at the accident scene. Another thing is texting. You can't always make a call. Sometimes it's too noisy. But what if I could just simply text 911, send them saying, robbery in progress, right now, it sends up my location information from GPS, and the police know. Talk about the new form of silent alarm.
You know, actually, here in San Francisco, I know that with 311, the information service, you can actually tweet something, so like tweet a pothole.
Well, you can tweet a pothole, but now, obviously tweeting an accident or tweeting information, tweeting where the police cars are, which so you don't get a speeding ticket. Things like Trapster have been around for a while. But going back to the idea of video, the technology is there. So why not use it? Why not make it possible to be more advanced than simply the good old, hi, I'm calling to report an accident. Well, what's going on? What color car is it? Are there people in the car? The camera phone will let them see the color of the car, where it is on the highway, how many people are in there, is it fire, is it smoking, do they need emergency services? A lot more than I, as the caller, can possibly know. I may not know if there's a body in there. Gee, the car's on fire. Am I going to walk over and see if it's really burning or it's just smoldering? No, let the camera do the work and let the information get to the dispatcher who can then immediately pipe it right out over to the EMS services.
So what do you think may be the hurdles to making something like that happen?
Well, first, the carriers have to let video work on their network. That's the first thing. And then secondly, it's going to have to be a change in the way our whole E911 infrastructure is set up. But when you think about it, it's not that difficult when you're dealing with IP communication. It's just data.
Excellent point. Hey, Andy, thanks so much for your time.
My pleasure, David, anytime.